All right, guys, welcome back. We're carrying on the hot topics. That's what I'm gonna call. That's a good name. Hot topics.
Hot topics.
Yeah.
There you go. Stumbled upon it.
There you go. Welcome back to Hot Topics, where I give these guys a statement, and we either put our hands up if we agree, keep our hands down if we disagree, and then we debate our opinions. You guys can obviously get involved in the comments as usual. We'd love to hear your opinions. Hashtag SDSPod on Twitter if you want to get involved. Follow everyone up and check us out on Spotify and iTunes. The links are in the description.
They can also put their hand up if they want.
Put your hand up at your
If they
screen.
want to be involved.
Why not?
Put your hand up at your screen. It's interactive, you know. All right. Topic statement. Arsene Wenger was a better Premier League manager than Jose Mourinho. Stars, please. At the moment, for the Spotify audio listeners, I'm the only one with my hands up. Stars has joined me with his hand up. Sean and Rory are still thinking.
No, I'm not. My hand is firmly planted upon
Sean,
my thigh.
is it going up?
Nah, it can't.
There we go. We've got a standoff 2v2. Arsene Wenger's better Premier League manager than Jose Mourinho.
I think his influence on the Premier League.
They both got 3 Premier League trophies each.
Yeah.
Wenger's got 7 FA Cups. Jose's got 1.
But don't say
Wenger's
this.
got Champions League
How many
final.
years?
Wenger's got 0. Mourinho of the Premier League club's got 0.
Okay, how many years did
Wenger was
manage
trying.
for?
Wenger was managing for what? 2 decades.
Listen, no. We split Arsene Wenger's tenure into 2. That's a fact.
No,
Whoa, why?
let's not be capped.
Because it suits your argument.
No. It's not because it's market. Because it's
We're not
facts.
capping.
That gets rid of the United and the Tottenham.
No, it's facts.
Yeah.
You go 96.
Even if you take,
This guy's
even
the
if you
back
take
of
10
Tottenham,
years
man.
off of him, take 10 years off of him, he's still not better.
Listen, we go 96 to 2013 Wenger, 2013 to 2018 Wenger. Oh,
Why? Why do you?
96 to 2007 Wenger to then 2007 2018.
Okay, why?
It's different. So, because when the stadium came in, all that, the Emirates came in, and the budgeting was different. The fact that we had to sell our play. I think Wenger's best work for Arsenal was actually done when we stopped winning.
What? 9 years without a trophy.
That's when he did his best work at Arsenal.
He does his best work.
This is why.
I don't understand the logic.
No, I think it's borderline impossible.
Your
You don't need
logic
to back
your
me.
logic is mad.
I think it's borderline impossible to achieve what he achieved. The consistent top 4 finishes, the Champions League runs every single year
With that squad.
with the budget, the budgets he has, the squads he had, and obviously he won 3 more FA Cups.
Them squads weren't good enough to
Every single year since the stadium came, he had to sell his best player/players just to make some money because the debt he owed for the stadium, and then so he'd sell Nasri one season, Nasri, Kolo Touré, Adebayo. Then Fabregas had to go before that. Van Persie had to go.
Sanchez.
Alexis Sanchez had to go. Like every year, he had to sell his best players, and then the recruitment. What could he do with his money? Marouane Chamakh, Park, Shu Young. And this is the second tenure. Let's talk about a successful first tenure as well. That's where everyone's thinking.
But do you genuinely like? And lots of people do. I just find it very difficult to appreciate this. Do you find success? Can you quantify and define success as being budgeting and things like that? Like for me, it's about glory, man.
For me, it's not just because come on, you guys should know. You guys support Chelsea before and after the money. You guys know the difference. For me, the definition of success.
After the money.
For me, the definition of success.
Roaring is before and after.
For me, the definition of success is how well you do compared to the expectation that is set out for you.
Yeah, but expectations change.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. For me, success is so every team based on the quality of players they have
To overachieve your expectation.
Everything. Yeah, if you overachieve the expectation, that is success for me.
But
Right?
this is the problem. When I was a
Trophies is a
kid,
different thing.
Right?
Yes.
Kilburn High Road,
Yes.
all Arsenal. The expectations every year were to win the league.
When you were a kid,
The
you were
expectations
good.
changed,
Yes.
and then it became top 4, became a definition of success. But that's not success, and that's certainly not success for a club of the stature of Arsenal.
Yes.
It became
But there's
success because they had.
circumstances. That's what the thing. Everyone forgets there's circumstances in everything, bro.
But I don't get a buzz out. When I get a buzz out of football, it's about silverware.
You win
it's
the
about,
trophy.
Yeah.
Of course, I get it.
I
There's
can't
one
find a
Premier
buzz
League
in
trophy.
this.
There's 20 teams competing for one Premier League trophy. When you've got Chelsea coming in, all the money to spend in the world. That's when Mourinho came in as well. Of course, we can't compete with that. When at the same time, around the same time Mourinho came in, a couple of years later, we couldn't compete with you guys.
But you know,
Man
those
United,
9
we
years,
couldn't compete with Man United.
Okay, you flagging the clubs that you couldn't compete with. You,
Yes.
you couldn't compete financially with Chelsea. I would
Or
say that
United.
the reason that Chelsea had to spend so much money is to catch Arsenal. So you could compete because we were trying to compete with you. You were the benchmark.
No, because
you
you guys were on the come up as we were going
No,
down.
you just gone invincible.
Yeah.
We won the league after the Invincibles.
Yes, you did.
So
And greatly.
you were at your peak, in fact,
And
when
nearly done-
we
nearly done the
started.
Invincible.
And
We
the
lost
other thing is,
Vieira straight after that.
you went 9
2 years
years,
after.
right? You went 9 years without a trophy, and
Yeah.
you're flagging Chelsea, Man United, whatever, as the clubs that stopped you winning
And then
silverware.
City after
But that wasn't the
2010.
clubs that stopped you winning silverware. Birmingham City stopped you winning silverware.
Yeah, that's individual games.
Yeah, okay, but there were a lot of clubs in the period where Wenger didn't win any silverware. It wasn't only Chelsea and Manchester United that stopped you winning silverware.
I'm talking about, okay, so in the league, it was Chelsea, Man United, and then further down, Man City, recently Liverpool, yeah?
Yeah,
In the Cups, we lost the Barcelona in the Champions League final, which
Leicester.
we should have won.
Leicester as well.
And Leicester,
And
yeah.
Leicester.
That season, we were the best team in the league.
Leicester.
We should have won the league
Yeah.
that year.
No.
We should have won the
See-
league that year. In finals, we lost the Barcelona in the Champions League final, which we should have won. We
Yeah.
were 15 minutes away from being Champions League winners, and we were the best team that year, 10 men. Birmingham, we had once, and we lost to you guys in the League Cup.
Yes, you
Yeah.
lost to us in
07 League Cup.
Lost to us, yeah.
Yeah,
Drogba.
yeah. Young Theo Walcott scored.
Yeah,
but
scored. Yeah.
if I took the question is, Arsene Wenger's a better Premier League manager than Jose Mourinho. Tell me first of all, because people might get bored of my voice, why you guys disagree.
I think it's about like Wenger bent over backwards for your owners, and they were happy knowing that Wenger was trying to repay back the debt of the club, rather than him demanding, right, I need these players and whatnot. Because otherwise, he would have been gone way before he
He
went.
had the opportunity to leave now.
He said
No, but
he
I-
would have
I-
left, but David Dean told him to
But
stay.
exactly. But well, he's been swayed by someone. But it's the fact that
It's David Dean though. He's
but he could have. But you like as if you're a great manager, you'd be
Which he was.
demanding. It's not about. It's not his business. Is his job is nothing to do with the financial business side of Arsenal.
is.
It isn't.
It was.
It's
You're
not.
talking about
It's
the,
not
the
his
current
job.
day of head coach. That wasn't there back
He's
then,
not
bro.
listen. He's
Wenger
not,
was in charge of a lot of stuff, the transfer policies, all that stuff. Now, just because there's head coaches now and they have other people who work around all the other stuff.
You have chief executives that are the people that should be running the club for
and
financial
that,
reasons.
That was
and
David
your
Dean.
own.
That was David Dean up until 2007. He was the man who who got us Ian Wright, who got us Dennis Bergkamp, all that. He was the one that made the calls. Who
Yeah,
got
so
us
Wenger bent over
Yes.
basically for them.
No,
He
Wenger
did.
and David Dean worked closely together. Sol Campbell, that signing was Wenger, David Dean worked closely together. David Dean left in 2007. And then Kroenke's came in and all that stuff. That's
That's
when
what I'm
things
saying.
got hard.
Yeah.
And then Wenger didn't turn his back on us.
Do you know? I think a way we
He had a
should.
tough job. He said he could have, and
He should
probably
have.
he would have if he could go back, but he didn't. And he had a tough job, and what he achieved was very, very elite. I don't think many other managers could achieve what he achieved.
I think there's a way that we can quantify this, because what it's going to become is you kind of making an impassioned defence of Wenger,
Yeah, for
and
ethical
us
stuff.
kind of doing that, doing the
But if we could base it
alternative.
on trophies,
But
they
just
both got 3 Premier League trophies each.
Do
And
you know?
Jose
do you know
managed
what?
for
though?
7. How many years in the Premier
Doesn't
League?
matter. Pep's got more trophies than Wenger, and he managed for a short time.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
Here,
it's
do
not
you
about
know
just
what,
time.
though, Charles?
It's not
Like,
that
just
good.
for the record
How?
as well. For the record,
Yeah, but how?
Jose
It doesn't
managed-
matter.
Only got
Jose
Pep's been here for how long?
Jose managed 3 different Premier League teams.
Yeah, but come on, man. You're going to manage
Man
talk about
United.
Man United and fucking
So?
that terrible Man United side and Tottenham.
So he managed 3 Premier
He
League teams.
still won silverware. He still won silverware.
won a treble
Remember
in
that?
Europa.
Won
He
the
got to the
He won the
Tottenham.
treble. He won the treble at Man
Yeah,
United.
yeah.
Yeah, that's successful. bro.
And they got to the
But-
final with Tottenham as well.
But what
That's
I would
sack.
say here, right? Look, for the record as well, because I feel like people are going to think that I have a tribal bias towards Jose Mourinho because of the Chelsea thing, and I don't. He broke my heart. I have no love
a
for him.
Tottenham man.
Yeah, exactly. I have no love for him. I have no love for him whatsoever.
That's crazy to me. He's
No,
the greatest manager
I have
ever.
I'd say that I'm probably in the minority of Chelsea fans, but
Sean
I'm a
doesn't
man,
like him either.
I'm a man who holds a grudge. And while I respect
Had
what
a
he did,
cardboard cut up as well
I was
in my
at the
bedroom.
Reebok. I was at the Reebok when Chelsea won our first league for 50 years. When Lampard went round Yaskalainen, I was there, and it's probably one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life.
Sean was at
Not just in a football context. That's one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life. So I'll obviously be eternally grateful to Mourinho, but he broke my heart, and I'm unforgiving towards that.
Is it because he went Tottenham?
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah, I didn't care.
That's the
What
only
about
thing. I
Conte?
don't care about
What
Man
about
United.
Conte?
Yeah, he's ruined football for me.
AVB?
He's completely broken my heart.
AVB?
AVB could
Don't
fuck
care
himself.
about him.
He thank God he went.
I was
because
glad he
otherwise
went.
we'd never won a Champions League.
I was glad he went there.
We would have never won a Champions League.
No, I was glad. But do you know? I've found a way to quantify this Mourinho versus Wenger thing.
Go on.
It's all fairly similar, 3 leagues and whatever. But you're not going to like this.
Go on.
Head-to-heads. Look at what Mourinho used to
Was
do
it
to
9 years?
Wenger. Look at what he did to him. Do you remember Wenger's 1,000th game in the league?
Oh,
Wenger's
how can I forget?
1,000th game, like the whole of the narrative was all built up to celebrate Wenger that day. I was at Stamford
Yeah,
Bridge.
we won 6-0, didn't we?
Mo Salah scored for us. Big Samuel Eto'o got on a score sheet.
Mate,
Like,
it was Wenger's 1,000th game. We know how that story ended. Do you remember
Handbags.
do you remember the other one when there
Red
was
card. situation.
The red card
Yeah,
situation.
Gibson, Chamberlain.
Yeah, wasn't that when I think? And there was a moment that just felt so powerful, and it like felt symbolic. It was checking goal for Arsenal and Fabregas lobbing check.
It was double agent, man. Check, shit. Was shit.
Double agent.
He got us to
he was.
got us
Great
to Europa
man.
League final, then let them win.
That guy,
Willian
anyone shoots
Anchek.
front post, it's going in.
Willian Anchek.
and
Double
David Luiz,
agents.
David
And
Luiz.
David Luiz. All double agents.
I like
The
David Luiz.
head
No, I like
to head.
David Luiz used for.
He was
a
good.
passion
Willian-
merchant.
Willian 3 months
He's
in,
a
he was
passion
giving
merchant,
out
innit?
tactics.
Nah,
to
but
people.
I was surprised.
David
Did you
was good
see
for our
William
boys.
sacrifice? Like William got a lot of
What a
stick.
man. What a
He
gent.
sacrificed a lot of money.
The reason why we're good today.
I'll never say a bad word about William.
Yeah, same.
Have you been to their restaurant?
No, him and Luis have restaurant, don't they?
Him,
and
Luis, and Kia Drabchin. It's nice.
I don't
Called
know.
Babbo.
Yeah.
It's
I
in
don't know
Mayfair.
who's the third person.
Kia Drabchin, you know, the agent, the super agent that
Okay.
pulls all the strings.
Okay.
They've got the three of them own a restaurant, and it was weird that the three of them have a restaurant together, and then suddenly both of them got like massive deals at Arsenal.
Yeah.
But look, I think the heads to heads can be used and be fairly valuable in this conversation. You know, the fact that
It
he
is a
battered
factor.
him.
I wasn't even
Mar-
thinking
Mar-
about it. As
But
well.
it
Mourinho
wasn't.
battered him.
It wasn't during like it's weird because obviously Wenger's best years as a Premier League legendary manager is like before Mourinho came to the Premier League. So the head to heads.
No, but Mourinho arrived and
just
you
after
were the invincible.
Yeah, of course. But Wenger came in at 96.
Yeah.
Up until our last league trophy is 04. We won FA Cup in 05. So let's go up to 05. Mourinho came in 04. So Mourinho's era started when Wenger's was going downhill. So the head-to-heads, I'm not surprised it's better. If Mourinho was around when Wenger was winning these was the best manager in the Premier League alongside Ferguson.
But I don't think that's quite fair on Wenger. I don't think that he was past his sell by date.
He wasn't
that early.
He wasn't. But the team was going because we had the stadium coming up. And that changed us a lot.
04 wasn't.
The stadium
past-
opened in 06.
Yeah.
The stadium opened in 06. So that's when the move was happening. Close.
06 or 7.
Yeah,
when did you sign that?
That's when the
20,
2012,
Spent 50
2013.
million quid.
Yeah. Up until
But that
we had
paid off.
our
It took
Shavin
them
was
what?
our 13 was
You
our,
know-
was our was our record signing up until about 2011 12 bro.
I think
We didn't spend money, bro.
who will be remembered.
We're only spending money now.
How kind will history be to these two? So you know, if we just do it like really quickly,
Arsenal,
everyone goes Fergie, Guardiola.
Honestly, if you're gonna be honest,
Mourinho.
but if you're gonna be honest, I think Pep's in there. I think the three names in like that'll be etched in Premier League history as managers are Fergie, Pep, and Wenger.
Why is it for Wenger? Because he fucking made everyone start eating salads and getting fit. I'm sorry, but I'm not having it.
Which manager has gone
You just mentioned to me about fucking 3 league titles for 3 league titles. One
Okay,
manager managed for
okay.
6 years, another manager managed for 20 years.
Cool,
I don't want to hear
cool,
it.
cool.
50%
But that's-
50%, he won 50% of the leagues he fought for.
Who's this?
If
Jose.
Okay, but
He won
regardless,
50%,
But regardless, there's
50% conversion rate.
there's certain
Come on,
things.
man.
There's certain things. that's gonna-
Successful. The
there's
question. What was the
certain-
question?
Okay, there's certain things. Okay, if we're talking about, we've now moved on to who'll be remembered. There's certain things that have been done. A lot of teams have won the league a lot of times, right? There's certain things that are immortalized. A team winning the season invincible is immortalized. That'll be
We went the
remembered
next
forever.
season,
He
but
got
lost
less
by
point.
1 game,
He
and
lost-
we won more points.
Exactly, no one remembers that. I remember it. Anelka scored against you penalty. Man
Yeah,
City.
rainy-
I remember it.
rainy
That's fine.
fucking day.
I remember
They
it.
were lucky.
I remember. And if,
You
I'm,
was-
and
you
if,
was
and if
there,
we're
no?
go-
No, I was in the pub watching
and
it.
if we're going to be honest, your season after our invincible season was way better than our invincible
Yeah,
season.
exactly.
But no one's going to remember that because we went zero.
That
Undefeated.
doesn't-
We
no,
lost
people,
0.
real football people know.
Who cares? No one knows that.
I don't care.
Can you say you're invincible?
I don't
But
care.
I don't even
Done.
think that the
So that's
invincible team
immortalised.
was
I
his
don't
best
care.
team.
Alex Ferguson said himself. I know it wasn't the 98 double.
Yeah, the
The
double.
98
winner.
double.
I don't care about
But
them
listen,
more. This
Alex
Sir Alex
Ferguson
season.
had
I don't
said
care.
himself that achievement of going the whole season undefeated is the biggest thing you could do.
But there's
So
but,
1
but
in
every
20.
team's got that. Like, so the Mourinho team
But
conceded
no one's-
15 goals.
yeah.
No one's going to break that.
Yeah, but no
Conceded
one's
15.
Yeah, amazing. And you guys had the highest point total until Pep.
Yeah.
But invincible is something that's always going to remember.
No,
We've
you
got
like
that
to
title.
you
It's
like to
not
glorify
me.
it.
No, we have
because
that
no one
title.
cares about your unbeaten record. No one cares. We don't care.
You don't care.
I would rather 6-7 years of winning titles, 3-4 years out of them 7 years winning titles, than you having 1 year in 20 years.
So it's not of Arsenal trust debate. It's Wenger, Mourinho.
Yeah.
3 Premier Leagues each. 7 FA
Stop
Cups.
saying
You know what?
Let me
I
say
don't-
it. 7
let me
FA
talk.
Cups. 7 FA Cups for Wenger. 1 FA Cup for Jose Mourinho. 1 Champions League final for Wenger. In the Premier League, 0 for Mourinho. Mourinho's got 4 League Cups, 1 with United.
European
Seven
trophy.
FA Cups for Wenger. 7
you got European trophy?
7
Any
community
league
shields.
cups for Wenger? Is he?
Nah, we
None.
lost to Birmingham and City.
You got a European trophy?
Got a Champions League final.
That's not a trophy, mate.
Has Mourinho got one?
You can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's
No,
Chelsea.
you can't do that.
No, not for Chelsea.
Exactly.
Europa for United.
Was that a question about
He got
Chelsea?
Europa
Was-
for United.
Yeah, so was it a question of Chelsea? Jose Chelsea?
Oh,
or-
yeah, Premier League. Yeah,
Exactly.
he's got Europa League for United.
But then remember,
So
you
it's
got
got European
European twice
trophy.
as well.
Europa for United. Let's not dismiss
No,
European silverware.
But getting sacked twice as well. That's
Although
Who
that's
cares?
to do with circumstance as
Yeah,
well.
that's circumstance.
Wenger couldn't get sacked from Arsenal.
Our managers, our owners demanded trophies. Your owners demanded payback.
Do you
That's the
do you
difference.
remember as well?
We're a
Mourinho,
bigger club, man.
We're
Mourinho
not
won
a
the
big
league, got sacked, come back, won the league again.
He did do that.
I do think
Listen,
I honestly think
circumstance.
it's Mourinho, but we're going to be at a stalemate here. This
We
is
are-
going to be
so
this is for the comments.
We'll leave it for the comments. Let us know, guys. Arsene Wenger, who is Mourinho's Premier League only career, who is the better Premier League manager? All right, next one. This is a fun one. But the last Arsenal Chelsea one, but this is currently, all right? The statement is no Arsenal players make it into a fully fit Chelsea team.
No Arsenal players get into the Chelsea team currently.
I disagree.
right winger.
I disagree.
Kyle Saka was walking.
Well, let them decide. Anyone gonna put their hands up?
I don't think a player gets. I don't think an Arsenal player gets in the team.
So you put your hand
Hang
up
on a
for that.
sec. Hang on a sec. Who are the obvious candidates?
Kieran
Smith Rowe
Tierney.
doesn't.
Kieran Tierney.
Tierney's not.
Not
playing
ahead of Chilwell.
Okay, put your hand up then.
Okay, I'm up.
Oh, there we go.
No,
we got
but
one.
The Saka goes in.
There's a,
Saka goes in.
Saka goes in instead of who?
Hakim Ziyech.
Any one of our wingers.
Hakim
Hudson
Ziyech.
Odoi, Ziyech, Werner,
yeah.
Pulisic.
Pooley.
Yeah.
I'm having one of them still. I've been crying for wingers that can beat their man.
So what you think Saka? So you think Saka?
Yeah, I think that's about
I
it.
think that's comfy as well.
I think that one's comfy.
comfy still.
You get Sim.
I think comfy.
Yeah.
Renady's shaking his head. He's a up man.
See, I just hear me out.
Yeah, go on.
He's a front three of. We're talking
I'm
on
not
form
even-
and fit,
You're
right?
not even left.
Yeah.
He's
Is
not sitting.
Pulisic on one side, Pulisic, Mount, and Lukaku? Is that not stronger? Strong enough to not have?
Bukayo goes ahead of Puli.
Yeah. At the moment.
I kind of
No,
think
you're
it does
not.
as well,
You're not
friends.
just deep to that.
At the moment, yeah.
Martinelli at
Purely before injury,
Oh
never in a
my
million
Lord.
years. But purely after injury now,
Yeah,
Since
he's
he's
not
done
the
his
same
time,
player,
since
is
he's
he?
done his
Not the
time,
same
he's
player.
done, and that's 2 years.
yeah.
I would say Ramsdale because I don't play good football, so forget about that. Chelsea never play good
Rams
football.
does.
No, you can't
definitely
even-
not
you can't
better
say that
than
anyway.
You don't play
no
good
way
football.
near.
No,
you can't say that.
I wouldn't even offer him because you guys don't play good football. Ramsdale is needed in a team that
Passive
plays.
aggressive, isn't it?
It's true, you don't.
I think.
No.
I think.
He's
one
definitely a better kicker still.
I think one of our centre backs gets in if you guys play a back five.
That's what I was
Who,
going to say.
who gets in?
Nah.
I think one of our centre backs does.
Who?
Either
Nah.
or, Gabriel or Ben
Gabriel
White.
might be
I
one.
Instead
don't talk
of
about
who?
Ben White.
You play three at the back.
Play three at the back.
Thiago Silva, Rudiger,
Them
or...
two
And
sit-
them
sit-
two and one of us.
One on us.
Yeah,
Thiago
but
Silva,
okay, so
Rudiger,
what-
Christensen.
Oh, Christensen's average, man.
Are you wild?
Brother.
You-
Prawny is looking at him smiling. Prawny,
I
go
can't
on.
swallow that. I
Hey,
can't-
Prawny,
Mate, the
but I
Saka,
can't-
the Saka shout. The Saka
Hey,
shout I
Prawny.
can swallow. The Saka shout I swallow.
Okay.
But no.
If you're playing three, if you're playing
What
three at the back,
centre-half?
if you're playing three at the back, Ben White as a ball carrier, as that third centre back, he has that now. He's got that much space.
Yeah, but
and he's got-
Thiago is our ball carrier.
Ben White's a better ball carrier.
No, he's not. He's not.
Thiago Silva.
No, it's not. In his
going
prime.
on?
No, Thiago Silva's
Thiago Silva
elite.
now,
He's
even now.
elite. But I'm saying Ben
And
White
even
can carry
Rudiger,
up the pitch.
Rudiger carries better than Ben White.
No.
Of course he does.
Do you know how many times I see Rudiger on the edge of,
Yeah, I see a
on the
lot.
edge of opponents' boxes
Rudiger
and
effectively
still
plays
hold
left
back?
back.
Well, who's
No,
your
he doesn't.
shout? Out of the three centre halves. So you think one
He
of your
thinks
centre
Ben White
halves
or Gabriel.
I'll take out Christensen and put in Ben White. You put Gabriel, right?
I'm not playing.
I'll be
I'm
real-
not playing Christensen.
The thing is,
You're playing Trevor.
I'm playing Trevor.
So Ben White, Trevor wouldn't come out
Ray
for Gabriel
Christensen.
Ben White.
okay, let me ask Rory a question. Rory, can I ask you a question?
Christensen's a bit
Who
smelly
do you think is better, Christensen or Trevor Chalobah?
Christensen.
as an individual.
Christensen.
Nah, Trevor.
Undoubtedly
I
Christensen.
think Trevor can play in the back too. I don't think Christensen can play in the back
Undoubtedly, bro.
two.
He said undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly, I mean, this isn't an opinion. This is Sean, what is going on here?
His dad is stinking us up, though. To be honest, Christensen's dad
no,
is
no,
stinking
no,
us
This is
up.
the thing. I don't like him.
Trebs.
I don't like the way that
Do
he's
you know why?
conducting
Because
himself.
Christensen, when he was at Liverpool, when we went away to Liverpool and we got toasted, and I was like, "Fuck, man, Christensen had a nightmare." Christensen used to play so lightweight, and because of the complications back then with his contract, with his dad demanding so
And
and,
then who
so
stepped
and
up?
whatnot.
Who stepped up?
Then he got dropped. Then he's come back through Frank. Got brought back into the team through Frank. Now he's starting to play in the back five. He looks comfortable, but that's at back five. Anything in the back four, he's so flimsy in the channels.
Okay, not even that, Sean, not even that. Obviously, he got dropped because of his dad, whatever, the contract.
Yeah.
What's it? Trevor Chalobah came from what? Dijon. He came from like Dijon or something like that. He came from France.
Who?
No,
Trevor.
Trevor.
Trevor's
He's been.
from
No,
the
Trevor's from the
no,
academy.
no.
No, he was
You
on.
thinking
He was
of
on.
Salah?
No, he
Trevor.
was on loan
On
last
loan.
season.
Oh no, yeah, no.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
thought you meant they signed him.
No. So obviously he came from France.
Yeah.
No one really expected much. Played
Yeah.
Champions League, Super Cup, right? Or one of them early.
Played a few
Yeah.
big games.
And then Sean, you was raving about it from day one, bro.
I said Trevor's a good player.
I can't believe it. This has never happened to me before, but I'm speechless. I literally, this is a new
It's not
feeling
me.
for me.
This is.
Why'd you like Christensen, though?
Sean's timeline. This is Sean's timeline.
This is.
Am I right, Sean?
No, but I just don't.
Wait, this is crazy.
I think in a back five, Christensen definitely can play in the system. But I'm saying as a player individually, I think he's not good
I
enough
love this.
by himself out of the five.
Look,
the five, yes, he can
I think
play
the
there.
term you use for Christensen, and you're definitely correct, lightweight.
Yeah,
definitely.
lightweight.
Particularly in a four. I remember when we played Tottenham, when Tottenham first beat us at Stamford Bridge for years, Dele Alli bullied him.
Yeah.
He's definitely got that in him. But he has
improved
been
that, eh?
basically flawless.
He's
He's basically
improved.
flawless. That partnership with Rudiger and Thiago Silva, it's one of the best defensive partnerships.
It's not really a
that we've had.
partnership, though. It's a threesome.
It's a threesome. It's a modern day partnership. It's a modern day free
it's a
thinking
cheat.
No, but this
partnership.
is what I'm saying though,
It's a
Ross.
cheat.
It's a thing where
They're
it's like
swingers.
he's swingers. But I think it's a thing where I think Christensen is the player who benefits from the system rather than his individual qualities. Whereas I think Trevor.
Who do you
is
think we're
good
better in
enough.
the back two?
I don't think Christensen's going to play in the two.
Trevor and
That's
Rudy.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he's
Trevor and
who's
Rudy.
better?
But that doesn't matter because we don't play with a two.
Nah. In a
That
three?
does-
In a three?
In the three, it's never Chalobah over.
But Chalobah's played amazing.
I mean, he has, but he's also got an error in him. Like trying
Sean,
to header a
come on,
ball
man.
on the
Sean,
floor,
yeah,
like,
one mistake.
Yeah,
Trying to head it.
after
In like seven.
that game, after that mistake, he was absolutely
Flawless,
immense.
bro.
Yeah, he was very good.
Look, it's
but
not-
he's young though.
The thing is, this isn't about how good is Chalobah, because I believe that he's going to be a brilliant player. And
It's
I think he's
about
got a
if they
great
can
future.
replace
at
How
Chelsea.
old is Chalobah?
He's young.
Early
young,
20s,
young.
So he's
Yeah.
very young.
22,
Yeah.
3.
But like
Maybe a bit
this is
younger.
this
Even
is
Christensen's
slander.
a young man.
I don't even like
like
Christensen because of the conduct. I don't even like the
Yeah.
way that he's gone on. He's
Yeah.
really conducted himself badly with his contract. He's holding Chelsea to ransom. But this is like he's been brilliant. He has been like sensationally brilliant.
He's been good this year.
You're speaking to two Arsenal fans.
It's him you have to
You got
convince.
convinced.
Yeah,
He's
no,
not-
no,
he's
no,
back-
no,
he's
but
performance.
No, but the thing is like their question is who walks into the Chelsea team, and
From the Arsenal team, none of them.
I don't think the defenders walk in because I
You
think
said
are
earlier.
free.
You said earlier, Christensen is the only like guy.
No,
that
as an
you're-
individual, if you're telling me as an individual who's better, Christensen, Ben White, and Magalhaes, I'd say Ben White and Magalhaes
White.
could have an argument of being better than him individually. But in terms of
I
the
think if you're
system,
playing fullback, I think Ben White
doesn't
goes in
come-
there perfectly.
He
doesn't have to
I
come
would have put
in. Nah, he
Gabriel's
doesn't.
left foot.
Yeah,
so
that's what
Thiago
I
in the
would've
middle.
swapped Rudiger.
Thiago in the middle. No,
Antonio on the
Rudiger
left.
effectively plays left back
yeah,
anyway.
exactly. Yeah.
Rudiger on the left, and then Ben White there on the right
He
centre
would look
back.
beautiful, man.
Oh, they'll work so well.
I'm happy with Trevor.
I don't even know. I'm pitching him. I want to keep him at Arsenal.
No.
You said I'm happy with Trevor. Why didn't you say
Oh,
Christensen?
all we could do
I
as
don't
well.
need to be happy with
all we
Christensen.
could
I'm happy
do-
with Trevor. It's
all
not
we
good
could
enough.
do, Kieran Tierney, left centre back. Plays there for Scotland.
I don't need
The
that.
only
We
player.
got Azpilicueta.
I was a little bit.
Actually,
I went a
wait,
little bit
I just
premature
deeped it.
with saying that none get in because I
Tommy
have
Yasu
to. I
as a
have
back
to.
three. Tommy Yasu in a back three.
Leave it
Perfect.
out, man.
What's
please.
going on?
Jesus.
What
Tommy
is
Yasu.
happening?
Stop
This
rating
is
players.
crazy.
Please stop rating players.
Gabriel Martinelli.
But I think Martinelli gets in left wing.
No,
No, still.
look, Bukayo Saka's in.
He's getting ahead of
Bukayo
Timo Werner, Sean.
Saka, yeah, I was wrong. I
Saka
shouldn't have put
gets
the
in.
double hands up. Bukayo Saka's in. But anything beyond that
Gavin
is
Martinelli.
lunacy. Is lunacy. What is that?
You would have want Martinelli.
Martinelli left wing. You know, the thing is,
I can't lie. Throw Martinelli and Saka in my team. Put Mount as Cam. I'm happy.
That's decent.
that's what I want to hear.
happy.
That's
I
decent.
can't lie. I'm happy.
You know, like me and Lukaku, our love affair's over. We're not friends anymore
Oh,
at all.
damn.
We're not friends anymore. I can't hear those words.
He can win
But
you
we
back
can't-
now.
he couldn't
possibly-
even notch a hat trick against Chesterfield.
We can't
man.
possibly say that Martinelli's a better player than Lukaku.
No, not Martinelli through the middle.
No, Martinelli
left
as a
wing.
winger.
Left wing.
Okay,
I don't
look,
want Mason Mount. If I see
they can
Mason
have the
Mount on
left
the
wing
wing
position.
anymore,
The
Ross, I'm
left
pissed.
wing position is an Arsenal player. I don't care.
What about
It's an
right wing?
Arsenal
What
player.
about right wing?
Because Bukayo right, Martinelli left.
Bukayo right,
You're
Martinelli
not having
left.
two in. We're the champions of Europe. You finished 8th. You're not getting 2 players in. That's a ridiculous
Sean
percentage.
said he's happy with
That's a
Saka.
ridiculous
And-
percentage.
Sean
getting
says
fed
happy
up.
with that.
Rose, I'm getting fed up though. Yeah, with Mason Mount playing as a right winger.
You're
I'm fed
trying to
up.
nick 20% of our team.
No.
And we're the
No,
European champions. You finished 8th.
Yeah, but what's about a couple
20%.
players?
No, but obviously we're doing it right now, innit? And your wingers are one of the main reasons like you let down, I'd say.
Yeah, I think Mason Mount is having to accommodate his game
So much.
for playing out wide.
Yeah, we've
'cause we're
got-
so
Don't
poor.
think about it as names, because obviously we know Werner as a name it's quality, whatever.
Not really.
But I'm taking
I'd rather have
Martinelli.
Martinelli.
I'd
rather-
I'd rather
rather-
Martinelli over Werner.
Yeah.
No, Werner's a
And
poor.
rather Saka over Ziyech.
Yeah. Oh, any day, Sean.
Huh?
Ziyech.
Why are you thinking?
Saka over
No,
Ziyech.
I know it's that, but
Wait, wait.
I can't let two players go in.
Rory,
I know,
let me ask you a
look, Saka's
question.
in. Saka 100% in the combined 11. Saka's in it.
Yeah.
You
But
can
that's
have
the end of it.
No, but you can have every single position.
No, I'm
But the
gonna
two
write.
wingers-
I'm gonna write. I'll launch a table or something because that can't happen.
Rory, I want to ask you one question. Do you rate Ziyech?
On his day-ish, sometimes like I think he has it in him to have a good game, but no.
You're such a neighbour. I know why you asked that because you know Sean doesn't.
Sean hates it.
Yeah, not really. On his day,
I just thought Rory because that game the other night it just spun me. I was like, he
have a
got
bad game the
he
other
got
night.
man of the match performance. He was Saul Niguez ran the
Niguez was
whole
random.
show.
Yeah.
He's picking up 4 minutes. He's playing.
No, he
sense.
played better. He played
I
better.
didn't think he had a good game the other night. Everybody else seemed to think he had a good game the other night. I didn't think he
Against
had
Tottenham.
against Tottenham. Sorry,
He said-
against
he
Tottenham
said-
in the
he said-
first
he said he
leg.
had a great game.
I didn't think he had a. Yeah, I didn't think he had.
No,
I
he's
didn't
talking
think,
about Ziyech.
I didn't
I thought he meant
no,
Saul.
I thought Saul was brilliant.
Yeah, okay.
Saul was man of the match.
Ziyech literally he
was a stat man.
whipped in a cross to Lukaku and he whipped in a ball to Werner across the floor. That was very good. Other than that, lost the ball, didn't win his battles and stuff like that. I thought he was
But
terrible.
I'm with you, right? This is why Saka is in. No doubt. I don't really like Ziyech. I don't really like Pulisic. I don't like Timo Werner at all. I think that they're average and they don't bring enough. And also, do you know what the three of them have in them? Which the one quality of a footballer I just can't swallow. You know, that cowardly thing.
Yeah.
Like they lose. One thing losing a 50-50. They all lose 70-30 in their favour. They've all got that. So yeah, Saka is a
Cho in there as
Saka
well.
is a
But for
geezer.
me-
Like,
for
I
me-
love Saka. He's in.
But that
But
argument,
that's the end of this.
But that argument that 70-30, Martinelli is 100%. Like it doesn't. But Sean knows it doesn't matter. He's going in.
Martinelli's going to be
Like,
a
like,
very,
got
very
that,
good player.
yeah.
And off
Martinelli's
the
going to be a
ball
very
as
good,
well,
very
pressing.
good
Off the ball.
Has he got
He's got that
Okay,
Willian,
then
old
you've
school
got-
Willian
but
pressing.
Then I'll put it back on you. You need to pick. You can have that position, and it's your
We
it's
want
your
both.
shout.
We want both sides.
We're on both sides.
No, that's greedy. That's
not
greedy.
greedy.
You got 9.
You
Give
have
us
everything
2.
else. You have everything else.
20% of the team.
Yeah, we'll take them.
But I think it has to be a joint decision between you two. You guys have to.
So are you giving?
No, the only reason why I can't give 2, but I understand
you'll
what they're
take Saka
saying.
and Martinelli.
I would take them, but that's
Can't
only
be sure.
because I don't want to play a back 5
But is Martinelli
because Mount can't play in
Wait,
that
is
team.
Mar-
Then
is
if that's the case,
Martinelli- is Martinelli better? So look, Saka is a left winger. I'm there.
yep.
Right.
Is it- Okay,
Right.
Saka's a right winger. Fine, let's do it that way.
But then that's him
Is-
over Mount.
Is
I'll put Mount in the middle.
Put
man?
man in the middle.
No, but Mount. Where's Mount in the middle? Playing centre mid.
If it depends what formation I'm playing.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say to you.
God, he is. Isn't it?
That's what I'm
It
trying
is
to say.
Martinelli, and it is too, isn't
It's
it?
2
There you go.
because Martinelli, Saka on the right.
Two.
Saka on the right is
I
mayhem.
started with none, and I've got 2.
Because Saka on the right is doing more for us than what Mount is doing on the right.
Perfect. All right. So we've managed to negotiate.
I'm so happy. I tried so hard, tried to convince. Sean was already with me. I already knew.
No, but
Sean,
that's only
but he
down-
didn't want to push it too
No,
hard.
but that's only if we play about 4. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I can't have him.
absolutely.
there.
But
Switch
you want to play it back 4, innit? Realistically,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want to. You
yeah. I
want
want
to play
it,
it back
yeah.
4 as a
Like,
fan.
me personally, I completely understand as an Arsenal fan. Those two, they do get into your
Yeah,
team. Like,
definitely.
I completely see that, especially in the back 4 and
And
stuff
even
like
like,
that.
if I was a Liverpool fan, if I'm looking forward now from Mane and Salah in a couple of years, I would look at Saka and Martinelli
Yeah.
as a Liverpool fan. I think that's
I'd
good.
be if
Oh, Pedro
you
now.
ever sold them,
I'll be fuming.
I'd give up.
Saka's
If we got 100 million
such a
each,
boy.
though, I'll
Saka
take it.
doesn't go. I don't think. I think you know, like loyalty in football is painfully dead. I think somebody like Saka is old school. Like Saka never plays for Tottenham. That just doesn't happen.
No, that's not going to happen.
Saka never plays.
If you defend Mason Mount, it's the same.
London English boys born and bred in their like capital. They're playing for their country. They're going to
So
play.
that means Mason
Smith.
Mount's leaving, right?
No, never.
He's a Portsmouth lad.
Pompey
no?
man. Pompey man.
He's a Portsmouth man, no?
All right, here's the next one. Here's the next hot topic. This one's a big one.
You're going-
Steven Gerrard was a better player than Frank Lampard.
I don't even want to go over this. Rory already spoke about this.
Currently, I'm the only one with my hand up. You think Lampard?
I'm always Frank number one.
Frank.
I'm
I'm the only one who's Gerrard over Lampard.
Yeah.
I'm always
I
Frank.
have this. You know what it is? It's such a tiring debate. I've had this debate like 5,000
Okay, and then
times.
so you should know the points to get me, convince me, change my mind because it's hard.
Everything that you think Steven Gerrard is better at, the facts will tell you that Frank
No,
Lampard
the
is better.
stats, yes, the stats.
Everything-
Of course, Lampard wins the stats. That's a fact.
No, but everything that Gerrard is meant to be better. So Gerrard is meant to be a better passer.
Gerrard's better tackler.
Lampard has better. Gerrard's filth.
He's a better
He wasn't a
tackler.
better tackler. That's a myth. That's not true. He wasn't. Frank Lampard tackles were sensational.
I think Lampard,
Frank Lampard
maybe.
winning the ball was so underrated.
I think maybe
Second to none, innit?
hard man.
I think
it was underrated.
I think Lampard maybe I'll give him like more intelligent. Like he
course.
mastered something.
He
and got
mastered
it
the
really
shoulder.
well. But he was effectively like a 10. He was either a 10 or the third man running
I
in.
feel like he was.
No, but he
like
played
one of the ones that
even as an
played
8. Even as an 8, he was
box,
very,
box,
very good.
Gerrard is more versatile.
Yes.
Yeah,
Played in the DM, the cam,
yes.
on the wing.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Gerrard's
true.
more versatile.
I think there's loads of qualities about Steven Gerrard. I mean, I rate Steven Gerrard
as
so
a
highly.
footballer, man, I just think Gerrard was just
Yeah, but
naturally gifted
versatility can't give you. Yeah, but you're talking about natural ability.
As a footballer, I'm saying
I
as a
don't.
footballer.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Versatility and capabilities of doing certain things. Doing them is a total different scenario. You achieving your expectation from your skill level is different to what you produce.
No, of course. I think, look, stats, there's no point even me trying to argue the stats.
It's not about the stats.
As individual player and what he's won, I'm not going to argue that because Lampard wins. But stats shouldn't be something to lead the argument with. It's just something that you just add to it with, right? If we're just looking at as player for player, I genuinely believe Gerrard is a better football player.
But you know what? You know with me, yeah. You know the Gerrard Lampard. It's never me personally. It's never who's better. The argument will never be who's better, Gerrard or Lampard. It's who do you prefer? Because you can't compare both of them, if that makes sense. So a lot of people rather go Gerrard because they prefer the eye test and the way he plays. Whereas realistically and everything else,
but even
I'm going Lampard. But people just go Gerrard, Liverpool.
I think Gerrard had the moments. Gerrard had the moments.
Champions League nights, all that stuff,
and that goal at
Cardiff,
Cardiff
and he's the number one guy. Like everything goes through Gerrard or whatever situation it is. He's the heart and soul of that Liverpool team.
This kind of feeds
Lampard,
into the myth.
Gerrard,
this feeds into the myth about Frank Lampard. So you know what Sharks just said there about the tackles. Like Frank Lampard would win the ball consistently. Like he was a brilliant tackler, and Steven Gerrard used to miss time an awful lot of tackles and wasn't a particularly good tackler. But it's part of the way that it's seen. Frank Lampard, in terms of like those moments, in terms of like variety of goal. And like glorious goals. Yeah, Frank Lampard has scored like some of the most beautiful strikes I've ever seen. Like the best goal I've ever seen.
Same for Gerrard though.
No, I agree. But it's not. But everyone thinks it about Gerrard, but people don't think it about Lampard. Like people don't go, "Oh, have you seen Lampard's goal versus Bayern Munich?" That was aside from the Ronaldinho goal for Barcelona, the best goal I've ever seen with my own eyes was Frank Lampard against Bayern Munich.
On the chest pivot.
I thought that Barcelona's up there.
The Barcelona from the corner flag.
Yeah, literally when he
chipped
just
the keeper.
Even the Hull one's out there. Even the Hull.
Yeah, Hull. The dink. It's amazing. Like, but everybody knows it about Gerrard. So with Gerrard, you go the goal at Cardiff past Xhaka Hislop, Istanbul, the goal he scored in Marseille where he sort of curled it the wrong way. Like, and they were obviously beautiful goals. The dozen goals that he scored past Everton, like there were loads of them, but you know them. Whereas with Lampard, it's all. Like, if I told you that Frank Lampard scored a winning goal in an FA Cup final with his left foot from 25 yards at Wembley against Everton, you probably can't remember that goal.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
But that's what happened.
Yeah. Left foot, right foot was a joke. Steven Gerrard, both feet as well.
Yeah, technically.
But in terms
Gerrard,
of like...
I think...
No, but like...
Intelligence-wise, I think Lampard. Technically, I think Gerrard wins.
Natural born ability. Natural born ability. Steven Gerrard.
That's what I'm saying.
But Frank Lampard. Yeah, but then natural born ability, and if you've got that natural born ability, and you don't.
But he did utilize it.
Yeah, but didn't produce.
Natural born ability, Ravel Morrison.
Produce enough.
But he did.
Natural born ability, Ravel Morrison.
I think he did. I
think he had a bet. I think he had more than a capable side of working around him. Yes, he did.
Lampard had better players. Lampard played better players.
Yes, he did.
That's a bit of a myth, I think.
No, he did.
Liverpool fans were singing.
More capable.
Liverpool fans were singing during that era. They were singing, "We've got the best midfield in the world." They were giving it. We got
at one point,
Xabi Alonso,
Didier
Mohamed
Hamann,
Sissoko, Gerrard and Mascherano.
Yeah.
That was the song that they were singing all the time. So at the time, the best midfield in the world was Xabi Alonso, Mohamed Sissoko, Gerrard and Mascherano. That is a brilliant midfield.
You can't win the league on just a midfield.
But even Didier Hamann.
Yeah, but they had up front.
Fernando Torres in his prime, bro.
Fernando Torres and Jamie
Sterling, Suarez. Come on, bro. You're talking about
Skirtle,
Didier Hamann.
Skirtle, Toure.
Dirk Cow, quality.
Okay.
It's the equivalent of our Solomon Kalou or Malouda. You can't say that they were quality.
Who they got at the back?
Steve Finnan.
What about the Ballon d'Or?
Albio.
Well, does that count? So look, don't get me wrong. I don't put too much stock in the Ballon d'Or, but just to explore it,
I wouldn't.
No, I don't. They made Jorginho the third best player in the world, but he's not the third best player at Chelsea. He's not the third best player in Chelsea midfield, let alone the third best player.
Sean doesn't agree with that. Sean thinks he's the best player in football in 2021.
But with so Ronaldinho won the Ballon d'Or, which everybody agreed with.
Yeah, 2006.
Great.
Frank Lampard finished second. Steve Gerrard finished third.
What does that mean? That's preference.
It means something, doesn't
People
it?
that's voted for by captains of national teams.
Do you know what it is?
And
Variety of passing.
'Cause-
Yes, Gerrard had a bit like he might hit it with the outside of his foot a bit better than what Frank would. Frank wouldn't play that.
But
kind
Frank
of ball.
wasn't a deep
But
line
Frank's-
playmaker, so he didn't really have to sit deep and pick up passes.
yeah, but
I think
even
he
Frank-
could have
neither was
done it.
Gerrard. He was put there.
But he was like, like during his prime years, he was more pushed.
Even-
back.
even-
He was not
even-
DM towards the end, but before he was like a deep line playmaker. Because obviously, what do you call it? Mascherano was basically the DM for him. Xabi Alonso, obviously he was the runner more, and Xabi Alonso was the deep line playmaker. But he always had someone behind him where he could play his football.
Listen, Frank lived on the half shoulder, on the half turn. He'd look constantly over his. I try to tell my players now that even at Hilltop or the girls and all that kind of stuff, I tell them as you're receiving the ball, have to look over your shoulder and paint the picture and see where the play is. And
best players in the world do that,
Frank
we know
would
that.
be able to do that first time ball and whip it into space and turn. He'd be able to turn over. He'd be able to
That
turn on
link
someone.
to Drogba.
Yes,
It's
look
got
at
a
the FA
record
Cup
still, isn't it?
Look at the Rio Ferdinand goal. The FA Cup. Was it the final?
Yeah, the 2007.
The Drogba Frank Lampard link up, the
that was
delicate,
sick. That was so
the
good.
delicate fine touch of Frank. People thought Frank didn't have delicate touches.
No. We know he did.
Frank's through balls, his accuracy of his long balls were all up there. Gerrard had long balls in him, but he also used to miss a few as well. That's why he says on stats.
It looks
What
nice.
the same for both.
What about
No, it looks
in terms
nice.
of what about in terms
saying
of
Lampard's never missed a few
No,
long
I'm saying
balls.
Frank's completion rate, and that's what I'm saying with the stats. Because Roy's saying the
higher.
numbers were always better for Frank.
What about clutch moments? Would that factor in? Like for me, clutch moments.
I think
Gerrard, right?
domestically Lampard, but like Europe, Gerrard had better numbers.
Lampard captain Chelsea.
No, I'm saying
to the
stats wise, if we're going stats, the only thing that Lampard doesn't beat Gerrard in stats, like goals and assists and stuff, is actually in Europe. Gerrard has a better goal and assist return than Lampard. In Europe. Actually,
in
it's a fact.
terms of
It's on
clutch
stats.
moments, though.
Yep.
That Lampard
Like,
through ball to Ramirez, Jesus.
Oh my lord! In the new
individual,
camp
an
as well.
individual pass. Gerrard will have
10
Gerrard's
men,
had individual
10 men
passes.
carried us on his back.
Nice, that's good.
But
Very
sti-
good.
sti-
In the new camp, never been done. Goalless.
You know when it really matters at various points for Gerrard?
Yep.
Got it wrong. That moment, Demba Ba, that
Yeah.
counts.
Fine
He
margins.
also played Didier Drogba in. We won the double that year.
Yeah.
He's played an assist for Didier Drogba. We won the Carling Cup or whatever it's called. We won the League Cup in Cardiff.
Yep.
Steve Gerrard scored for Chelsea.
And yeah.
Did you guys want him? Did you want him at Chelsea?
Yeah, loved him. I
would have
loved
definitely
Gerrard.
taken
I was going to bring that up,
And
but
ma-
it's not real.
And mate, do you know what? You know when people say, and I find it really frustrating. You know the narrative is they can't play together. They could never play together. You couldn't get. Jose Mourinho was
just
the best
England
manager
way.
in the world at the time. And Jose Mourinho broke his neck to get him to sign for Chelsea. We were desperate to
You
bring
wanted
Gerrard to
play them
Stamford
together,
Bridge.
Yeah.
And he believed it could work. So it's just a shame that there wasn't an England manager that had it in him to find a minimal.
4-4-2 killed us, man.
Yeah,
4-4-2
but it's a shame. But yeah, look, as much as I will always back Frank Lampard in this conversation,
But that's because
Gerrard is
Unbelievable player.
Gerrard,
But you have
unbelievable player.
it's- Like it's an honour to watch Steven Gerrard play football. Do you know what I mean?
What a
Like
player.
we
That's
were.
what I hate about it. I'd hate discrediting great players.
Yeah.
But I'm just pro Frank.
Yeah, I'm pro.
But so
No,
I have
I'm
to,
not- no,
I have to
that's the
shit
thing.
on. I have to shit on Gerrard when I
It's the
rate him
same- yeah,
highly.
It's the same thing over
When I-
course. I'm a massive Frank Lampard fan. A huge Frank Lampard fan. Like you guys know me, I'm a goal scorer midfielder. I'm kind of like a Frank Lampard.
if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like a Frank.
See, you have a couple meaty last couple games, to be honest.
Well, you saw I was in the best team, man. It's a team game. It's a team game.
He kept running after
Yeah.
me after every goal they conceded. Fucking, what's going wrong, man?
Did I not? But I had a good, decent game. Though. I had a decent game.
Yeah, but did you have Frank above Gerrard in your list of all-time
No,
Premier League?
if you actually look at it, I've tweeted it.
That's what I wanted to ask.
I have Gerrard 1. No, I have Paul Scholes 1, Gerrard 2, Lampard 3rd.
Okay.
You have
So
Lampard
I
above.
stick
You have
to it.
Scholes above both.
And
I think I
Scholes
do.
is bottom of 3,
Mine,
very
yeah.
clearly.
I think I have.
Yeah.
No, I think it's either Scholes and Gerrard 1 and 2, and then I got Lampard. I can't remember how I did it.
To a lot of people, Scholes is bottom tier of everything.
Yeah.
I personally,
Me, I think that.
Me personally, I thought Scholes was a bit more than Gerrard, but a lot of people, even Man United fans, will tell
I
you
think I had Lampard, Scholes, Gerrard. I think that's why.
Yeah, but that's what I think. But a lot of people will tell you, even Man United fans will tell
Oh,
you.
you think Scholes above Gerrard?
I don't think
Yeah, I
Scholes
personally
is in the
believe,
conversation.
But a lot of people will tell you Gerrard. They would put they would put Scholes bottom, even Man United fans.
I wouldn't
As long
even
as
put him
Gerrard's
bottom because I wouldn't have him in the chat. Like I'll have the debate Lampard Gerrard. I think it's a
You wanna have a
conversation.
debate with
No, I
Scholes?
don't think Scholes is part of it. It's not. Again, it's not about. I rate Scholes so highly,
Yeah.
but not this. Not
There's
this.
this
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
I think you can bring Vieira into this, and people I think you can bring Vieira.
Yeah,
in. I think
yeah,
you can
definitely.
bring,
Superstar.
yeah, but
Big,
not.
big player. All right, well, that was the Gerrard Lampard bit. Let us know what you think in comments. That's always going to go on. Like Lampard and Gerrard will always go on.
That will never stop.
Final couple ones. This one's an interesting one. Mohamed Salah is a better Premier League player than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Older than Ronaldo.
I don't know. I'm fighting right now with myself. 'Cause I'm like, Sean's never going to put his hand up. Stars is a
Why am I
Ronaldo
never gonna
fan.
put my hand up?
Huh?
Why am I never going to?
Because you didn't even flinch when I said it.
Hang on.
Stars is a Ronaldo
Hey,
fan.
as of today, hang on. What
I'm gonna put
can I qualify the question a bit? Who's a better? What
number one.
are we saying?
You had Salah one.
Who's
Salah
better
won.
today? Is that what we're saying?
No, not today, but
Who had a
like
better
legacy.
Premier League career?
Legacy, better. No.
That's the thing. I like.
it's a struggle. I'm
Are we
struggling
talking
myself.
individual? Are we talking?
No, because
Salah's
obviously
nowhere
Ronaldo's
near
won.
Yeah,
Ronaldo won a
too
3-peat.
difficult,
One of
man.
them was a treble.
Ronnie's clear. Of
He won a
Salah.
Ballon d'Or. But Salah broke the goal scoring record in a single season. Not even like that. He's not in the winning conversation.
He
He's in the
averages
striker
20 plus.
conversation.
That's
'Cause
the
he's a
thing. I'm like,
striker.
oh,
20 plus, man.
every year he's
4
been
years.
there.
Lampard a
years in a
striker.
row.
He's Chelsea top goal scorer.
Nah.
He'll do it this year as
ended
well.
Liverpool's Premier League drought. Took him to 2 Champions League finals.
1-on-1.
Mate,
into
it's
the
close.
other.
Came
So
second
this
in the league with 97
This
points.
isn't- this
His
isn't-
first season, I
this
think
is
he
a
scored
conversation.
34 league goals out of 38 games in the
He had
first
2
season.
unbelievable seasons.
No, he's still going now.
No, he's had consistent numbers, but he's had 2 unbelievable seasons.
What was the two?
The record-breaking one and this season.
Do you know what? I got in a lot of trouble recently.
And that shows his standard. That shows his standards because if you're not putting a couple other seasons where he's still got 30 goals in all
Yeah, but
competitions,
Ronnie dominated every
You
single
know
year.
what? You know what I don't like about the Ronnie conversation.
but you got to put a comparative to the
It's-
team. They were
Everyone
at.
always thinks Ronnie
This
Real Madrid.
Liverpool side is unbelievable.
It is
bro.
now.
We're
It is
talking
now.
Ronnie United.
Last year's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think,
Since Salah came.
Ronnie United was amazing.
Since Salah came, it's unbelievable.
it's hard. It's hard because it is.
I don't think any
it is a
player's done
debate.
stretch like that in a
It
while.
is a debate, but
I'm gonna do it. I'll put my hand up.
Nah, that's sickening.
I'm
don't
kind
think
of
there's
I'm
anyone
edging
that-
towards putting my hand up, but I'm not quite.
Yeah, no, I'll put my hand up. The only reason is I don't ever see a stretch of a winger or
Not a
Salah.
winger, though.
Forward in general.
Forward,
the
whatever you
only
wanna
thing with
call it.
Ronaldo, I don't think we've ever, even in Salah's pomp, even Salah's best season,
Yeah,
I don't think
It's the
anything
treble
is
that
like
kills me.
what happened at Man United that
that
year.
treble,
Man United.
yeah.
What was that? 07? I don't think we've
07,
seen anything
08.
like it. That 07 was just. that
Ronnie
goal
was
at
scary,
Fulham,
man.
wasn't it?
Ronnie was scary. I'm not afraid of Salah.
Salah's terrifying.
Nah, I'm not afraid of Salah.
We're a bit scared of
You
Salah.
should be
He
scared.
scored
Nah,
at
I'm not afraid of
the
Salah.
bridge,
Maybe
bro.
to
Stop this, man.
maybe Chelsea. He's been scoring against Chelsea, but
Not
as a player,
It's got a City.
as a
He's
player,
scared.
spun
Salah.
3 man like City and scored from a tight
I
angle.
just he's
Bro,
best.
any team
he's
he's
not-
played
he's
against, everyone's worried, bro. It don't matter.
He's not. No, he's not. He's not as
What are you
frightening,
talking about?
brother. He's not as frightening as Ronaldo, man. Come
Mohamed
on, man.
Salah
Jesus,
is the
look
most terrifying player in the league.
at what right now?
Facts. And he has been for the last 5 years.
No, he hasn't been for 5 years. He hasn't.
Since he came
Sharks.
to the league,
No, he hasn't.
2017.
Because people were telling the geezer who he's arguing with on the thing about Steven Gerrard and thing, Mane
Yeah.
was clear that year. Clear.
What year?
For a year and a half, he was the
What-
clear best player at
What
Liverpool.
year?
When the fucking guy
Okay,
came out,
Salah's
on,
first season, he was clear of Mane.
bro, I'm
Like,
just
he's
trying
got
to
up
say
and
to
down.
you, you said
What
for
does that
5
mean?
years he's been the most terrifying player at Liverpool. He hasn't. He wasn't.
What? Because
I think there was one year where there was a debate: is it Salah or Mane?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. And
1 year.
I think that was year
Yeah,
two.
that's
I
what
think
I'm
that was year 2.
Salah
When
second,
they both
and
scored
even
22.
that season he scored 30 goals plus goals, all comps.
And that's why.
And that's a shit. That's
no,
an average.
it's
That's a season where it's not the best. That shows how good he is. That shows
20 plus
I
pen goals
applaud.
since he's been in it.
I applaud Jurgen Klopp more than anything to do with Liverpool. It's Jurgen Klopp. That's the reason why
Yeah, of course,
they
it's a
are
big
where
part
they
of
are.
it. Of course, it's a big part of it.
No,
You
that's
can't-
the reason why
you
they
can't-
play the
but
way
you
that they
can't-
play.
But you can't just
If you said
move like.
That's what
not
benefits
give-
Mo
you
Salah.
can't just not give any credit to
this
Salah.
No, I do give him credit, but I'm just saying it's
if
more
this
to me.
conversation was anyone else apart from Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, if it was
Yeah.
Salah or anyone,
Yeah.
What about
I
Hazard?
think then
Yeah, put Salah
then
in
it's
there.
not Hazard or Salah.
Yeah.
Mate, come on, that's just
Who'd you
that's
go?
Salah.
Yeah, as a Premier League career, yeah, you're right.
But apart
Hazard's a better player. That's
Yeah.
that's the Gerrard
No,
Lampard thing.
No, wait.
Salah's
Wait.
Lampard, Hazard
Do you
and
remember? Do you remember the Twitter? Do you remember the Twitter? Do you remember the Twitter?
Who's better, Hazard or Salah?
Hazard.
Salah.
Yeah.
Chelsea man, like, bro. What can I do?
He never delivered. He never delivered the way Salah's delivered.
He's burning.
Never delivered. He never did.
Yeah, no, I
Bro,
respect
that's
you, bro.
criminal, man. He's the greatest player to ever play at Stamford Bridge.
Salah.
Greatest.
He'd do very well to be in the top 10.
Oh,
Very well.
So who's top 3?
Zola's better player than him.
Never.
Robin's better player than him.
Never.
Definitely.
Not at Chelsea.
Lampard's better player than him.
Yeah, but as nah,
Zola, Robin, Lampard.
nah. No way.
Definitely.
No way.
Definitely. He had a season off, Sean.
No,
he had the entire season off.
Jose made it.
He had a season off.
No, but
whole
Jose.
season
No,
off.
he didn't have 2. Jose made him have a season off. Jose
Take responsibility for your own
was
actions. Nothing to do with Jose Mourinho.
It was all Jose. I've never seen a player single-handedly carries a side like Eden done for us ever.
There was a season where that happened, but there were
years.
other seasons.
No, there was many years. There's
many years,
too
Rory.
many years, Ross, that he was.
There's a lot of days,
Sorry,
man.
yeah.
A lot of
You know,
days.
yeah, that's the year. That's the year
I
where
thought I
I
ran
went.
out of
Okay,
that.
cool. His numbers have finally backed his
It's not
ability.
about numbers. I don't want numbers.
No, but I'm saying. I know ability-wise, he's one of the best. But his numbers backed his ability-wise in the Prem that year. Usually, it doesn't really
Mate,
do that.
you can't think that. Like what Salah done? Salah ended Liverpool's 30-year
No,
goal
Salah-
Premier League hunt,
but-
and then took them to 2 European Cup finals, and they would have probably
not
won
him,
the
though.
first European Cup final if he didn't get the shoulder.
It's not him.
And then they won it the next year
It's not
anyway.
him, yeah.
It's not him.
The man that came in and broke the Premier League goal scoring record. Not him.
Van Dijk came in and made them win a league title. That's what happened.
Oh my god.
So there's a lot of contributing factors of who contributed to that side.
Bro, Hazard's not.
Salah.
Andy Robertson, bro, everyone's been talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold being one of the best right backs in Premier League history already.
He will
Mate,
be.
but
one.
So you're
He's-
talking about loads of players that contribute to the system.
And who's the face of
I've got a friend
Yeah.
who fucking rants and raves about fucking Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, I'm one of those
rate
fans.
him.
You're one of them.
me,
You and
I'm
Gap
one
are
of them.
both deluded.
I'm
I'm not deluded. I love Jordan. Henderson.
I think Jordan Henderson's
Deluded.
brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. But this is what I'm trying to say to you.
It's
Jordan
a team.
Henderson's brilliant.
Yes, you're naming
and it's
players
an
'cause it's a team.
unbelievable team, and
Of
it's an
course.
unbelievable strategy and a tactic that Jurgen Klopp plays. I think Jurgen Klopp has been he's very close to Pep's level. Very close to Pep's level in the way that
prefer
he's made
Klopp.
Liverpool
but
play.
your
That's fine,
argument,
that's
your
not a problem.
argument doesn't
But
make
you're
sense. to me.
crediting you're giving everyone credit apart from
from
Salah.
No, I do
Apart
credit.
from-
No, but I'm crediting Salah. I'm crediting Salah.
But
I know, but
Sean,
I'm crediting Salah.
do you not think that Salah is like the jewel in the crown?
Yes,
I think he is
100%.
Yeah, arguably the jewel in the crown. Yeah, him and Van Dijk, I'd say, are equivalent to
No,
each
but
other.
you're referring to obviously Salah being a system man, correct?
No, not just a system, man. But well, yeah, he benefits more
That's
from
fair.
this system.
No, you're right. You're right.
Out of this system for another
So
team.
would you not say
would not
Hazard
do as
benefit
good.
Hazard benefit more Chelsea system?
Nah, I think Hazard could have
Because
done it
Hazard,
anywhere.
but he didn't do it at Real Madrid.
Injuries,
Not all season.
I'm on-
Rory,
I'm
not
on
every
Sean's
season's
side.
injured. Rory,
injury stars.
Rory's
Injury
not
stars.
injured all season. He was
weren't fit.
out. No,
He
he
weren't
was.
fit, stars.
Whose fault is that?
I think the mentality of I've look again. This is weird because every time I speak about like this isn't a Hazard is somebody who I really rate.
Just
and
not
really
top 10.
respect. I just don't think he's Mo Salah. I just don't think that he's
not
got
top
the
10
drive
Chelsea.
to be the best. I don't think he always used to come back unfit.
Yeah, always
Always
overweight
come
for
back
some
on
reason.
fit.
I don't know why.
He had a season off.
That's the mentality side of the game, isn't it? Salah's obviously
yeah.
got a better mentality.
Oh no,
than
definitely
Hazard.
better hard working.
Hard,
But it's
Salah
hard working.
obviously, but we're talking about
Hazard came
as a
out as well.
footballer.
Salah is a
Come on,
winner.
yeah.
this is
Rory,
like
you know that?
comparing Messi and Ronaldo.
Hazard came out.
It's literally like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait for when Sean said.
Sorry.
Hazard came out and said that I want to reach Salah levels.
I was thinking.
Oh no,
Of course he does.
I don't know.
Of course he does.
I think he's got.
He wants the numbers. He wants the
numbers.
numbers. He wants them numbers. That's why he wants to be able to be that influential as a goal scorer. But it's the thing is Salah was a ruthless. Salah is a ruthless goal scorer. He's very controlled at his erratic behaviour. He's an erratic player, but a very controlled erratic player. Hazard is a more
two opposites there.
no, like he's very good at controlling his
position. Oxymoron,
yeah,
right?
like it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But he knows
Controlled
how.
erratic.
Yeah, it's controlled erratic. It's mad. That's what he is. And he thrives off of the system and him being in the box a lot of the time for most of his goals. He has scored brilliant goals and he is a brilliant player. But I'm saying most of it comes through the system. Hazard
I
is an
agree. Hazard
individual.
is a systemless player.
Systemless
He can do
player.
it
He can do
everywhere.
anything.
I agree. I
It's
agree.
like having, like I said to you,
Just
it's
not
like
Real Madrid,
having
though. Just not Real Madrid.
Not a lot of people can do it.
just
around
not
Real Madrid.
a
Toxic club.
tapassless
Real Madrid is a
place where you can't
toxic
eat
club,
tapas
bro.
for fun.
But they won the league the first year,
It's a toxic
and he
club.
was barely. He was not really in there like that.
With regard to this one, do you know what? I don't ever like going against Salah because I rate him so highly.
Yeah.
But I think you found the one. I think you found the one conversation where I have to back the other guy.
It's got to be Ronnie.
But is that based on
It's just based on what Ronaldo-
currently, right? Like, if say for example, end the season with whatever happens, if Liverpool say for example win the Champions League, but maybe if they win the Champions, because we know we're
If
not.
they win. If they were to, look.
if they're focused,
What we're
Champions League.
judging, what we're judging Ronaldo on has already happened. It's not really about now. Whereas Mohamed Salah is still writing his story.
Exactly.
So, but it's going to take something incredible.
He took the league by storm, though, man.
I think there was that league
So
with
did Ronnie.
Ronaldo did though. That year with Ronaldo, didn't he score 40 goals that season?
42.
Yeah.
42.
Like,
All
come on,
comps.
like-
Salah's done that. Salah's got
Yeah,
44.
first
No, but it's just his performances and the way he
It's the
he
treble, it's the
carried
treble,
the
it's the
side.
treble, let's be
Because
real.
Man United weren't necessarily a great playing side, but he individually carried
Isn't that
them.
the Tevez,
they had a strong
Rooney,
team. They had a strong
Ronaldo
No, they had a strong
season?
team, but I'm saying the way that they play. I don't think there's like if Liverpool played that
They
Man
play
United
counter-attacking
side.
football.
Like if Liverpool played that Man United side, Liverpool beat that Man United side.
They play counter-attacking football, United. But Salah, I don't know, man.
Nah,
What are you going? Are you going Salah over Ronaldo?
Yeah, I'm going Salah over Ronaldo.
In terms of like what Salah's done since he's come into now, I prefer it of what Ronaldo's done. Numbers, Ronaldo's won a Ballon d'Or, all that stuff. Ronaldo won a 3-peat. So achievements, Ronaldo. It makes sense to say Ronaldo, but this is the
Premier League,
preference-wise.
Sitting on the
but
fence.
for me, this is
Preference-wise.
for me,
Sitting
for
on
me,
the
for
fence.
me. This
I
is
put my hand up to
this
Salah.
is an individual award as well, isn't it? More or less.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Nah, that's why I don't want to put the treble and stuff. Obviously, Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or. That's the biggest thing.
Mm.
If we don't know if Salah does it this
Come
year,
on, man, it's clear.
No,
Lord.
but Salah's
But
had
the thing is, I think the Ballon d'Or-
worthy years.
Yeah,
but
no,
Ballon
yeah,
d'Or,
no,
it's
no.
not his
Ballon
fault.
d'Or, like he could have. Like, didn't he
It's
finish
very-
seventh
Do
or
you think
eighth
Hazard,
last season?
Hazard's had Ballon d'Or worthy years?
Yeah,
But Salah hasn't.
yeah.
Rory, please chat to him.
That's crazy, man.
Don't tell Rory chat to me. You chat to me.
Rory, come on, man.
I would say that both have Hazard and Salah have had moments where they should have been far higher up in the contention for Ballon d'Or, and both were overlooked.
Fair enough.
Move on, man. I'm tired
Okay,
of this
the last one, the final one,
Not even top 10 Chelsea, man, you know.
Listen, shut up.
the final one, the final statement: Manchester United will not win the league in the next decade.
No, they won't.
Yeah,
agree.
I'm happy with that one.
I agree.
You don't think they'll win?
I don't rate Man United.
Not at all.
So Stars and Rory have their hands up, my hands down, and Sean's thinking.
I predicted them to win the league this year. Jesus Christ. Surely they must win it in 10.
Yeah, I think
But
they're
mate,
too
they're
big of
further
a
away
club.
now than they were when you made that prediction.
I know.
They're
I
further
think-
away now than they've ever been in our
I
lifetime.
genuinely think they're gonna mess up. They're gonna do something so
It's literally
detrimental. Like,
dependent.
They've done
It's
it.
dependent on this
Rangnick.
Ragnick thing. If
Ragnick-
Ragnick steps back and then becomes a director and stuff like that, and they
he
get in
will
Mate, do
be
you want him as a director? Has he given you anything to suggest that he's
no,
going
but
to be
like
the right
business. I think business side and things that he
because
does.
people
behind
look at
doors must
Leipzig
be
and
so elite.
Salzburg and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Come
it's-
on, man.
no, but he must have done something so elite.
He was at
business-wise.
Lokomotiv Moscow. I don't
If
know
he
what
was
they
so,
did.
that's what I always thought. You know, when they brought him in, I think if he's so good,
Why is he at Lokomotiv?
why is it Lokomotiv Moscow upstairs? Like, why would he be there? Like, it doesn't make it doesn't
Maybe
make
he saw
sense.
the project and
I
liked
think
it.
he's a very good person to turn around small clubs or transition small clubs.
Well, man, that's not Man United. Man United,
Man
instant
United.
results.
Yeah, I know.
Instant
Mate,
trophies.
that's why
I
I don't think he needs to be as a manager or a coach.
United are a mess. They are,
Dressing
they are
room players, like
dressing room leaks.
But
and
the
all
thing,
that's
but they're
bad.
saying Arsenal were there a couple of years ago.
yeah.
Similar.
No, I just
Not like this,
the
though,
Club,
not like
You
this.
don't think
The
so?
club- No, this is
There's two different
turmoil, man.
clubs.
This is turmoil.
It was toxic at Arsenal as well a
This
couple
is
of years
a
It's
ago.
been
soap
toxic for
opera.
United for long. Long.
and they've got grown men. They've got big players, like old men.
Yeah.
Like
Man,
like with Arsenal, obviously you had the Willian, you had. I think David Luiz was not a cancer or anything. I think he was a quality player for
He
us.
was good for the change.
Yeah, but like you said, you had
Better
the
check
Willian,
was
you
good.
had maybe like two or with them. It's like six,
I think
seven,
Man United are
6,
they
7, 8
are-
man that just
It's in disarray. Like the club is in
young
disarray.
players. The young players don't really like. The young players are half-hearted. That like Wan-Bissaka's doing something. Obviously,
recruitment is all over the
Mason
place.
Greenwood, yeah, exactly.
The recruitment is all over the place.
That's the problem. Their squad.
There
Their
is no-
squad has players from Ferguson's till now. There's Ferguson players, Moyes players, Van
Yeah,
Gaal players,
yeah,
Mourinho
yeah,
players,
yeah.
Oli players, all in the squad. It's a mix, and it takes a long time to flush that out. And that's why you need to have a manager long term to build his squad, and you can't buy in one window.
When you sign players, like look, I rate Ronaldo so highly.
Yeah.
But Ronaldo was. You can make an argument for every club. Everyone needs Ronaldo. Like does
Everyone could do
everyone
Ronaldo,
could do
but
with
everyone
Ronaldo.
needs Ronaldo.
But I think that he's so detrimental to the way
I
that
said
they
it
play.
early in the season.
Nah,
I
They call
rate
me-
him. Don't get me
they
wrong.
call me crazy.
I rate him so
Nah.
highly.
They call
Nah.
me
But
crazy.
I just don't know if he is. And then I think he's kind of undroppable.
Yeah.
that's the only thing that how I look at it. It's like the manager hasn't got balls to
I
drop
watched
him.
him the other night, and
He-
they
no,
had
he won't.
Cavani. They had Cavani playing as a sort of number 10. They had Cavani dropping deep. You're like, that's a mess. What are you doing?
But even Rory, even within that game, yeah, where they lost to, who did they lose to?
Lost
Wolves. Wolves at home.
Wolves, yeah, Martinho.
Mason Greenwood's the best player for Man United. Most likely create the most chances.
He looked to me like he didn't know what to do. Greenwood on one side didn't really know what to do. Jadon Sancho on the other didn't really know what to do.
Yeah, but Sancho was having a stinker.
Luke Shaw came out and basically said that, which I thought was, I mean, that's unheard of.
Well, Luke Shaw's a Chelsea boy.
Yeah, but Luke Shaw, the fact that he came out and made
Kingston boy.
that is that what is he?
From Kingston.
Is he?
Yeah, he was a season ticket holder at Chelsea.
Gosh, yeah, there was a time when I wanted him to sign for Chelsea. I don't want him anywhere near now. But I just think the fact that he came out and said what he said afterwards, that to me feels fairly disrespectful anyway. Like, keep these things within. But to come out and say we were fairly clueless, I just don't know.
Disrespectful to the managers.
I can't see, if they could win the league in the next 10 years, fine. But then anybody can. Then I don't think they're better positioned to win the league. And listen to how mental this is.
Yeah, but it's their club.
They're not better positioned to win a league than Tottenham. They're not in a better position to win the league.
It's their club.
They're the club. The heritage. The heritage
will always pull it.
The club and the heritage.
That's why, it's like, even though I think
they're football royalty, I know.
Arsenal are better than United are right now, and I think they've got more potential than Man United right now. But I just know what Man United are like. They've been in bad position. Don't get me wrong, it's been a long stretch for a while now where they haven't been able to win a league title. But sooner or later, they're going to have... There's too much pressure on a club like that.
But is it going to be the same situation where they've been in, where they'll go out Champions League football, then 2-3 years, whatever, and then go be consistent 3-4 years in top four.
This time next year, Ronaldo's playing in the Europa Conference League. Like, it's going to be ridiculous. And you know what
that's another competition
United?
you can add to his stats. He's never scored in that competition. He might as well add that.
Do you know what you said about United, right? I'm inclined to agree with you, particularly because that was my era. I'm very aware of the prestige and position that Manchester United have. They're not really a football club. They're like an institution in Britain. I get it. But these things evolve and change a bit. Right? Yeah. They're not just going to be the club that you remember and the club that you identify.
And I love that.
I feel like it's changing. I feel like it's changing.
Yeah, it is changing.
Shit.
But I think they're capable.
They're generally washed. Like,
there's United fans. My little cousins are United fans. They're about
every time
10 years old.
Never seen them win the league.
I'm like, do you remember Alex Ferguson? No.
Yeah, they've never seen him win. Yeah,
they've never seen
what annoys me as well,
Van Persie. No, none of that. That all they know about Man United.
It's a losing club.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it?
Europa League to the name.
I can't fathom that. I can't fathom.
A club with a Europa. Like my Man United are winning trebles and back to back.
All that stuff. I remember I was in year 8, 9. The Tevez, Ronaldo, Rooney, Ronaldo trebles and Chelsea dominating and whatever. And obviously Arsenal's
just the relentless pursuit of success. But I don't think they've got that anymore. And I just don't see. And like I say, and the manager is so important, right?
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp, Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola, Thomas Tuchel, Antonio Conte,
best managers,
all of those clubs, but that are represented by those managers are in a better position than Man United.
100%.
I just think with it's not just the managers. Like, I genuinely believe, like we've spoken about. When
you're talking about Liverpool, you said Klopp. It's just Klopp. It's mainly Klopp.
No, as in the players. Like, Klopp's philosophy of him getting very good players to play in a certain way. That's different. I'm talking about.
So some teams it's manager, some teams not.
No, I'm just saying in terms of Man United, they obviously a good manager you have to be a good manager to manage players, half decent or world class players. But I'm saying Man United squad, the keeper, yes, all right, cool, can keep De Gea. De Gea is good enough to win a league title. Wan-Bissaka, not good enough. Phil Jones, Varane and
Maguire.
Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire, they're not good enough. I don't think Varane's good enough.
If Varane's not good enough, who is?
Varane, Lindelof not good enough. Varane possibly, yeah, all right, cool, maybe good enough. So you got one centre half, one goalkeeper.
Midfielders, they got Bruno Fernandes good enough.
Wrong.
Bruno Fernandes not good enough.
And I don't know. I got Maguire wrong because now I think he should be stripped to the captaincy. I think he's terrible.
Bruno Fernandes not good enough.
He is.
Oh wait,
nah.
He is. Come on.
Sure, man.
He doesn't play football
for a year and a bit.
He doesn't play football.
Oh mate,
he's a stat padder. He doesn't play ball. I don't think he's good enough to win a league title.
I couldn't disagree with that more.
It's like me calling Lampard a stat padder.
Nah, different. He played for the team, bro. He never played for himself. Bruno forces things for himself.
Bruno, the only thing, obviously, with Ronaldo, he's hindered Bruno's progression.
Massively.
Bruno was a different man.
They both hinder each other. They both hinder the club. They both hinder the team as a team.
Bruno helped the club
Bruno
massively.
Fernandes as a player, no?
His goals.
He's all right.
This is a rare take.
He's all right. I used to tell, because what it was, Rory, I used to tell them before when Bruno was putting up big numbers, I was saying Mason Mount is clear of a player than Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's because of the playing style of a player. You have to play for your team. You can't just
Bruno
play.
Fernandes. I'm half joking here. But like Bruno Fernandes is an elite footballer, man.
I think he puts up elite numbers because he does put in a lot of balls and he does cross a lot and he does try a lot of extravagant stuff.
He's doing his job very well.
No,
that's what you're saying.
Well, he's in a team where he's needed to do that because that's the only way out.
If I were a Man United fan, I would be saying almost build around him.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I'd say Bruno Fernandes, like everyone else that you mentioned, I'd agree with. I think there's a conversation about Varane. We're led to believe that he's good enough, but so far he's not showing us that he is.
Yeah, Matic, Fred, McTominay, not good
they
enough.
need to go. Yeah.
Not good enough.
They need to go. But you see, it's easily
It's
rectified.
all
It's
about
Declan Rice,
process.
isn't it?
What about Rashford?
Yeah.
Rashford?
I don't rate Rashford.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
I don't rate
I like
Rashford.
Rashford.
No, a lot of people don't.
I don't think
Greenwood.
I think he's the one that needs to go instead of Martial.
Greenwood is an elite player and
He's
needs
going.
to leave Man United
Yeah,
to
he's
become
going.
a great
That's
player.
why I said the 10 years. I
Come
genuinely
to the
think.
Emirates, boy.
God, I'd love Greenwood.
Come to the Emirates.
Can you imagine if something like that happened? Because that would be the
Saka,
end
Greenwood,
of
and Martinelli.
What on earth were we would do
you
for a Greenwood?
know.
Someone who could
I
beat a
know.
player and fucking hit one top
mate.
bins.
Do you know
Left
what you
or
were
right?
saying about
Both.
Man United?
Jesus.
Like the
Left
prestige
or
of the
right?
club. If they let a player like that go, if they become a club
And they
that
will.
sells,
They will
then
lose him.
It's done.
Yeah.
Because
But, you know, I
they're
feel
in a
like-
position where they're not getting the best out of someone like that, and they've got players that cost £100 million in around the place. Sancho, Rashford is even ahead of Greenwood. They'll look at Rashford as a servant of Man United, MBE, and all that kind of stuff and whatever.
Just writes
and he will be
paragraphs,
above.
doesn't he?
Just writes paragraphs.
Letters.
Dr. Marcus.
Dr. Rashford, Dr. Rashford, Sancho, not
No,
Cavani,
Dr. Sancho,
but
not Dr. Sancho.
Ronaldo. There's 3 players there that are got a more favourable thing to them at Man United than he has. Greenwood is the future for them, and that's who they should be building the team around.
And I've always said this. I rate Greenwood high, but I generally don't. I don't think the Man United board or Man United really
Respect him.
respect him
Playing
like
through
that.
the middle, man. Ronaldo's there. That's why
he is a striker.
It's slowing him
But that's
down.
what I'm
It's
saying.
because Ronaldo's
It's
there. What is it? Slowing him down. Play Greenwood through the middle. Play Sancho
And
on
you've
the
got
right.
they've got
Put
so
Diallo-
many.
someone like Diallo on the
do
left.
that with
or
Ronaldo
Ronaldo
in the team,
side.
can you?
But they've got so many.
They fought with Bruno Fernandes. They fought with his crossing ability and the way he plays. They thought him and Ronnie was a guaranteed run on the floor.
Well, then they
thought it
have
was
not.
gonna be
Then they
guaranteed.
have not watched Portugal.
Yeah, exactly.
They've not watched Portugal.
They haven't. And even Portugal hinders Bernardo Silva because of the way Bruno Fernandes plays. Even Bernardo Silva can't play ball with these guys.
You know who's part of that like playing style?
Who?
Jota.
Yeah.
He's part of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Doesn't
Still.
work as much as well.
Yeah.
For Portugal. But let us
Pedro
know in the
Neto's back,
comments.
though.
Let us know in the comments if you're a United fan.
He's come back with
If
injury.
United will win the league in the next decade, let us know if you agree or disagree with what we
Nah.
said. That is all the topics I had. We had a good discussion, good debates, some disagreements between the Chelsea fans themselves about Chalobah and Christensen and Hazard.
I'm so happy. I was bringing it.
Stars just wanted to stir it up, you know that. He wanted
Hazard, Salah. I was like, I got another one.
Chalobah Christensen was good, and then you hit it again.
This is how you know Stars is your biggest fan, you know, because he knows your opinions and he knows what will trigger me.
Yeah, if you
my
enjoyed
goat,
it,
man. That's why
if you
Rory's my
enjoyed it,
goat,
get
man.
involved in the comments, listen to the audio, follow us all, appreciate it, and let us know if you want me to do more hot topics. See you guys next time. Bye.